Okay, so I just got back from the I can't even speak, I'm so tired. I just got back from the live sourcing event. It was really nice. I'm definitely going to go back. They sell pallets as well. I already have a pallet coming. I may get one from them, but if I can actually go there and shop, I'd rather do that than getting a pallet. The only thing is you do spend a little bit more money because you're doing it by piece versus by pallet. So I'm going to see after how this pallet goes and decide if I want to get a pallet from them, and then from there, you know, maybe just pop up every once in a while and do an in-person shopping. But it was nice. I didn't count my pieces. I should have counted my pieces. Then that way I can average how much I got per piece. I mean, I think I did really well, especially not only that, with the pallets, they pick the stuff for you. So with this, it was really cool because I actually, like I said, got to go out and pick out the stuff, you know, go through, see everything. And I like that better. I guess I have that thrift mentality where I like to shop for my stuff, pick it out, see the condition of it. So I may do another pallet. I'm sure I'll do more pallets, but just as far as going shopping there as well. I'll probably just do pallets for new with tags, because then that way you don't have to worry about the condition of the item, and you're guaranteed to make more money because it is a new with tag item. So even if you're paying a little bit more per se, you're guaranteed to make more money because it's a new item. Now, as far as pallets of used items, I would prefer not to. Now, don't get me wrong, with pallets, you can get some stuff that may be damaged, have stains, because sometimes it could be a return. I try to get the pallets that don't have returns with them for that very reason. But as far as a used pallet, I don't see myself doing that. Like I said, because I don't want to have to shift through. It may have something wrong with it. When I go there, it's just like when I go thrifting, I can pick out and see, okay, this is damaged, this isn't damaged, you know, or if it's worth it with the damage. So, but it was really, really good. I stayed much longer than I anticipated, spent more money than I anticipated, because my mindset was, well, I have a pallet coming. I'm not really shopping for anything, but they had such awesome, awesome things at great prices. Like, we're talking a whole lot of top tier name brand things. I didn't go too heavy on too much stuff. I said I wasn't getting shoes, so I only got one pair of shoes. Those were some Vince Camutos. Other than that, I got a lot of, well, not a lot of boots, maybe about 6 or 7 pairs of boots. I should have took a picture of me in the box. I literally had to climb in the box, because when they put the stuff together, they actually put the shoes together like left and right. But from people going through and throwing stuff, it ends up all over the place. I asked for a step stool. I literally climbed in the box to look through there for this other shoes. I had like 4 pair. I couldn't find the other shoe too. So I think I may have gotten like 5 or 6 boots. I only got the 1 pair of shoes. I don't do really well on shoes. The boots may even be a stretch, but I figure we're going into the cooler weather. And they're like really nice boots. A lot of them are leather. They just look really nice. They're really nice boots. So I made sure I looked for some boots that were nice, trendy, you know, something somebody might want to buy, and they don't look used at all. So that was my mindset when looking for the shoes. I got some bags, because, you know, I always buy bags. I know. And then they had like bags full of like accessories. I guess you could take the whole bag and they weigh it. I just went through and picked out the stuff that I thought I would like. It was I wasn't going to get sunglasses, and then one girl was like, well, you can always do well with sunglasses. And they had like Fendi sunglasses, what was Prada, like they had some, when I say top tier name brand stuff, they really had some nice stuff. I don't do a lot on sunglasses, but at those names, I figure I could always get them, put them on Poshmark at the price. You know, they could sit, they don't take up a lot of space versus everything else I have this, you know, here. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a whole lot more on my Poshmark. I have a lot of stuff in the store I need to list on my Poshmark. And I didn't even know that Poshmark now has live sales that you can do. They started that, the lady said, about a month ago. But she said starting out, you have to do at least 1 sale before you can get the time slots you want. I don't know how it works. I'm sure she's way above me on Poshmark, because I've been on there for years and I barely list anything. I have stuff that's been sitting there for years. I probably either sold, don't know where it's at. I just don't have the time. I keep saying I'm gonna get back on Poshmark, Mercury, because I had all of those, Depop, Poshmark, Mercury, you name it, I had it. I never really committed to it that good, or that much, I should say. Then when I opened up the store, it really just went down the drain. Mainly, I just concentrate on the store and my whatnot, but and I had Etsy too. Etsy's good for me for my vintage, because I have a lot of vintage stuff, so that's good for me for my vintage stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'll do, I don't know. I have to figure it out. But definitely my whatnot my store, and I'll figure out maybe 1 or 2 sites to list on. I considered it eBay, but I just hear so many horror stories about eBay right now. I don't want to list anywhere. That's why I prefer to do the live shows, because then I don't have to list. Well, I don't know about on Poshmark, but on Whatnot, you know, as you show the people the stuff and they say they want it, then you list it. There's no taking no pictures, not putting no, it's just, I don't have time for that. And that is what I like about Whatnot. I don't have to list. I don't have to worry about invoicing anybody, chasing anybody for my money. The moment they say run it, I run it. They say they want it, they bid on it, my payment is sent, you know, and that's the end of it. And then at the end of the night, Whatnot bundles, whatever, you know, they purchase and they send them the invoice, or not even the invoice. They send me the label, excuse me. They send me the label, I print it out, box it, take it to the post office. So absolutely love Whatnot for that. I don't know how Poshmark does theirs. I'm assuming they probably want you to list the stuff beforehand. I don't know. I don't want to list. So I don't really see me going to another site like that. I don't have the time to list. I don't. It's too much. Now, if I had like 6 or 12 of an item, maybe, and if it was going to stay up there even after my live, you know, people could still shop from it. That's one thing. I don't have 6 or 12 of an item. Who knows, with my palette, I may. But with the majority of the stuff that I buy or that's in my store now, these are one-offs, especially my vintage stuff. I'm not finding 3 vintage shirts that are exactly the same. That's the idea of vintage. There's not a lot left, you know. So listing all of these one by one is a no for me. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get back to doing more of my Whatnot shows. I haven't done a live thrift in a while, so I need to do that. I have a bundle sale and a Christmas sale coming up on Whatnot. But with the palette coming in, I'm going to do that one. That's a youth palette that's coming. It was adult stuff I bought today. Yeah, it's a lot. And then I have a show that I'm doing on Saturday. On Concha, how can I have it out? Yeah, it's a lot. And then the following week is Black Friday. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm tired just thinking about it. And I'm tired because I haven't eaten all day long. They did give us snacks. I will say that. They gave you iced tea, lemonade, coffee. They had little packets. I left them in the car. They had like granola bars, granola mix, cookies. You know, you can take as many as you want. I think I had the granola mix with the chocolate covered almonds and cookies. I didn't eat the cookies yet. They're still in the car, so I'm about to leave so I can go heat up my food from last night, relax. I really did want to go through this stuff tonight and count it. I get excited when I get my stuff, and I'm like, I want to do it right now. But I've been on my feet literally all day long. I got there at 12:04 and I didn't leave there until after 5. So yeah, which is, I mean, that's nothing. I thrift for more hours than that, but this was more strenuous because it's not just pulling a rack, like you're looking in bins. What was I going to say? Yes, I'm tired. I'm gonna eat, but I'm definitely going to count up how many items I got, and you know, divide it by how much I spent to see how much I paid per piece, because that'll help me determine too if I want to do it that way or do the what's the word I'm looking for? The pallet. So that is it. I'm losing my voice. I met some nice people too. That's another thing. I met a lot of nice people. We exchange information. So all right, let me go eat and go from there. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you prefer to thrift, source, or go buy a pallet.